Hi guys, welcome back to my page and welcome to I think this is my third video of this month. I'm really excited to bring this to you guys. Today's makeup look is a look that I had recreated, the creator, I had recreated one of her looks at the beginning of last month, and a lot of people really liked that look, and all across my social media that look did really well, and I did not make a long form YouTube video for it, so I wanted to make one for that creator has a style of makeup that she does, so I'm just recreating a different look in the style that she does. And side note, I don't know if I've said this before, but anytime I recreate somebody's makeup, I put their ad down below so you can find them. Typically they're on Xiaohongshu, or if they're not on Xiaohongshu, I will say where you can find their page. And by Xiaohongshu, I mean Redno, which is I think what the West has it on theirs, but mine is still Xiaohongshu. This is the inspiration photo for today's makeup look. Doesn't she just look so adorable? And a lot of people, when I did my fairy makeup for Halloween, said that with that hairstyle is pretty adorable. So I was like, let me add an adorable face with adorable hair and just double the adorableness. Make sure you subscribe to my page and turn on your post notifications so you can be informed when I upload next. And comment down below letting me know what you guys have been thinking of the look so far. I really appreciate all of the comments you guys have been sending me. I'm trying to make sure that I'm responding to all of them. Also, you're going to want to subscribe to the page because I will have an announcement for December. It's going to be so much fun. I'm already compiling the things that I want to do for December. So if you're excited to see what this look is going to look like, please keep watching. For my lenses today, I'm going to go in with the Olens Big Glowy lenses in the shade Lavender. She has really nice, huge eyes. I don't have the specific lenses that she has, but I'm pretty sure they're just lenses that make her eyes look really nice and doe-like. And the Big Glowy lenses by Olens does a really good job in making my eyes look really nice and full and just add to that cute factor that we're going for. Because I went so La Roche-Posay heavy with my skincare the last time, I'm going to try to change it up this time with a different version of each product, with one exception. I'm still going to be using that La Roche-Posay lip balm because I forgot how much I loved it when I used it last time. So that's to explain the little hodgepodge of stuff that you're about to see for my skincare. First step is cleansing. Going to take the Alicia Sorbet cleanser. This one is apple extract, beetroot extract, and carrot extract. I feel like it does a really good job at really going through and cleansing the skin. I feel like it doesn't really strip the way that some cleansers do. It does not strip my skin, so I feel like it's not taking away from my hydration levels. Using Mario Badescu's Rose Water Facial Spray. I love using this to start the process of locking down some hydration on my skin because I have dry, extra dry skin. Any product that I can use that just gives my skin a really nice quenched feeling is definitely a product that I try to add to my makeup routines. Then to tone, going to go in with the Pharmacy Brighten Up 3% TXA Dark Spot Toner. Because I have dark spot and discoloration, I love taking this all over the face. It just helps brighten up some of my acne scars as well as my burn scar. And then just any discoloration I have on my face, just because I go outside and I run, this is such a lovely product for just brightening the overall appear of the skin. Then to help seal that hydration, going in with the CosRx Snail Mucin Power Essence. This is such a lovely product. I feel like it gives me a really nice layer of protection over the skin. My makeup also just loves sitting over top of this product, and again it just helps to lock in moisture. Then I'm going to go in with Bio Oil Skincare Oil. I have been using this because my skin's been feeling a little extra dry recently, and you don't need very much because I feel like it applies pretty well and penetrates deeply into the skin, and again just gives you a nice seal of your skin to help lock in hydration and moisture. I'm almost out of this one. I love this eye cream so much. It is the Hado Hado Wonder Black Rice Bakuchiol Eye Cream. This is so nice on the skin. It helps reduce fine lines. It has collagens in it, and it also is a retinol alternative. So it really does a really good job of helping with your texture and the surface of your skin. And it is very lightweight, so I feel like it doesn't weigh down my under eye. Then to moisturize, using the Dr. G's Red Blemish Clear Soothing Cream. This is so lovely on the skin. I feel like I'm gonna keep saying that because these are some of a collection of some of my favorite products. But this is so lightweight and hydrating, and it gives you a really nice fresh feeling on your skin. For my sunscreen today, going to go in with the Alicia Niacinamide Banana Sun Serum, which is an SPF 50. This is such a nice lightweight product. I feel like you get that sun protection without weighing down the skin, and because I've been feeling feeling so dry lately, the last thing you want is like a bunch of like stuff on your skin. And so while I'm doing a lot of layers, I'm doing really thin layers of each product. And so the buildup is that I get that hydration that I want without my skin feeling suffocated. I've talked about this lip balm. This is the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Lips. It also, I didn't say this last time, it's infused with their thermal spring water, and it's a hydration restoration lip balm. I might have said that, but I love that it has shea butter, and it literally just makes my lips feel so soft. To start out my priming process, going to go in with the NYX Bare With Me setting spray. This is a setter, a primer, and a fixer, and I love this product so much. You can use it if you have sensitive skin, as it's technically targeted towards sensitive skin. But I love it so much because it like helps make your base look so nice, and it also helps minimize your pores. I don't have a lot of pores, but it just does a really good job at blurring the skin. Using the NYX The Marshmallow Primer is so lovely. I love taking this on my T-zone and like slightly all over the face, but mainly prioritizing my T-zone because this is a good product for pore filling. And again, I don't have a lot of pores, but I love the blurring effect that this product does for me. To color correct any discoloration, going to go in with the Milani Conceal Imperfect Longwear Concealer in the shade Natural Sand. I'm gonna take this over all of my dark spots, any old acne scar, as well as the burn scar on my forehead to go through and just start the process of color correcting and dealing with any of the imperfections that I have on my base. To blend the concealer into the skin, going in with this Momo's Workshop Triangular Blending Sponge. I'm going to take this and buff all of that into the skin. You want to do a bunch of patting motions, and obviously before you do that, you want to make sure that the sponge is slightly damp, and it just makes sure that everything blends out really nicely onto the base layer of your skin. For my cushion foundation today, going in with the Jung Semul Essential Skin Neuter Cushion in the shade 34 Double Hazelnut. I like using this product in a really nice thin layer. I don't go back in to reapply it onto the cushion too much, and I like to just go in and do me like a really nice wash of color all over the face. I feel like it does a really good job of evening out my skin tone and just making sure my base looks really nice and flawless. Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in the shade Sable to contour and add definition to my face. I apply this to my forehead, on my cheekbones, on my jawline, my lower lip, and then I'm also going to use this to sculpt my nose in a similar fashion to the inspiration photo. The sides of her eyes, like where her nose bridge meets her eyes, are really nice and rounded. And then she has a really cute button on her nose. I'm going to make my nose bridge a little thinner, but that's okay because I'm just emulating a similar vibe. You don't have to do this step, but that's really up to you. Using the BK Beauty 101 brush, I'm going to use this to start to blend out the perimeter of my face, on my forehead, on my cheekbones, as well as on my jawline, and a little bit on my lower lip. This is a really nice dense blending brush. Again, just makes really like quick work of blending all of that into the skin. It just gives me like a really nice bronzy effect without being too dark. Using the flat side of this double-sided brush, I'm going to use that to blend out my nose contour. You're going to go in with a lot of patting motions and just make sure that you blend it really nice and evenly into the skin, and you want to make your foundation and that contour look really seamless with each other. Milani Conceal Imperfect Longwear Concealer in Light Vanilla to go in and highlight and lift the face. I'm going to place this under my eyes, down the center of my nose and the tip, as well as on my upper lip, my chin, as well as my forehead, and just going in with anywhere that I want to brighten. And I'm going to slightly place this on the sides of my nose because I want the center of my face to look really nice and lifted. NYX Cosmetics Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer in the shade Pale at the center of my face. This just does a really good job at pulling focus into the center and just really making my features really pop. To start blending out my concealer, going to first go in with that Momo's Workshop blending sponge again. I'm going to take that on my chin, on my upper lip, and my forehead, as well as on the sides of my nose to really buff and blend out that concealer to make it look really nice and seamless with the rest of the face. To blend out the rest of my concealer, going to go in with the BK Beauty A506 brush. It is a slanted dense brush. I feel like it helps get really nice into all of the like contours and crevices of the face, blends everything out really nicely, and just helps make the face look really lifted, as well as the finish that this brush gives makes the skin just look so nice. For my cream blush, going in with the YSL Make Me Blush Liquid Blush in the shade Fuchsia Fling. I'm going to take this over my cheeks, across the center of my nose, a little around that like button part of my nose, as well as on my chin to give like a really similar pretty flush look that the inspiration photo has. One last time going back in with this blending sponge to buff all of that cream blush into the skin. I love the finish that this gives my skin. It makes it look really nice and soft and has a really nice flawless effect. Using the Kaleido Symphony Contour Trio in medium, taking the 2 contour shades, I'm going to take that on a Morphe M527 brush to blend and buff out all of my cream contour. This does a really good job. The color payoff is really nice. I love the finish that it gives my skin. It just kind of like makes the skin look really nice and bronzy and contoured. Then using the fluffy side of that double-sided brush, using that to buff out all of my nose contour, making that look really nice and set as well. Then taking the lighter pressed powder on a triangular puff, going to use that to set all of the rest of my face. This gives me a really nice blurring effect and just makes my base again just look so nice and seamless. For my powder blush today, going in with the Kaleido's Mono blush, taking that on this double-sided hourglass blush and highlight brush. I love putting that over top of everywhere I put that cream blush. I feel like the 2 shades together give it a really nice vibe and it's pretty similar to the inspiration photo. To highlight, going in with the Kaleido's Little Angel Collection Embossed Highlighter in the shade Paradise Lost. I'm going to also use that other side of that hourglass blush and highlight brush, taking that over all of the high points of my face, my cheekbones, down my nose, on my forehead, upper lip, and chin. It just brings these areas to the forefront and makes them look really nice and glowy. To set my whole face, going to go in with the NYX Bear With Me setting spray, and then I'm just going to use this to set this time. I love the feel that this gives my skin. It makes it like sort of like absorb some of the products, so it just looks like a heightened version of my natural skin. For my brows today, using the Milani Stay Put Brow Sculpting Mechanical Pencil in the shade Espresso. Going to use this to do a fuller, slightly rounded brow where you would typically have that arch. Her brows are pretty straight, so you want them to be like straight, fuller, but then instead of having like more dramatic arch, they're just rounded where your arch should be. NYX Cosmetics Epic Wear Liner in the shade Brown. Going to use that to go over a couple of my moles. I'm going to keep them across the center of my face and just go in and accentuate a couple. I'm going to forewarn you, you will be seeing a lot of this palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. This is a P. Louise Wedding Wish palette on a Morphe M441 brush, taking the shade Proposal, and I'm going to really buff that nicely into my crease and blend that in with my nose contour. On the small blending brush, take Proposal and hashtag Wifey over my lower lash line to really blend that out as the base of my Yesstyle. Taking the short shader brush with the shade Hitch, going to put that on my lid as a nice wash of color and to sort of like cut the crease to make that lid look more open. Then taking that same shade on a Morphe short packing brush, going to use that to highlight my lower lash line. On a different short packing brush, going to take the shade Endless Love, and I'm going to use that to highlight around my eye to sort of clean up the base of my Yesstyle, as well as highlighting around the sides of my nose to make that area in my inner corner really pop and stand out. For my eyeliner, first going in with the FlowerKnows Butterfly Cloud Color eyeliner in the shade Brown. I want to use this to do a really nice soft wing on my upper lash line, as well as to round out my inner corners. And then for my lower lash line, I'm going to extend down that lash line to make my eyes look a little bit more exaggerated and puppy dog-like. Using the Alicia Pretty Easy glitter stick in the shade Nudie Morn, in the shade Nudie Mom, I'm going to put that on my waterline to make that area appear more open, and it just makes it pop as well. Shiseido lash curler to curl my lashes to make sure they're nice and prepped for the mascara I'm going to apply. Going in with the Lancome Lash Idol Flutter Extension in the shade Black. I love this mascara. It gives me a really nice fluttery effect on my lashes. Really helps my eye appear more open, which is like the effect that I want to go on for this look because it just looks really cute. And you just work that on your upper lashes as well as the lower lashes. For my lashes, going to apply a pair of really nice spiky ones. The Inspo photo doesn't really look like she's wearing lashes, but I feel like these for me just gonna amp up the look a little more. They're really a nice spiky fluttery pair and they just look so gorgeous with the style of makeup. Going in with the LA Colors Auto Lip Liner in the shade Mauve. Going to use that to accentuate my Cupid's bow, add some emphasis to the bottom of my upper lip, as well as to extend out the sides of my lips. And then also putting this on my lower lip to really make that area look nice and full. Now going in with the Basic Creme de Rose tint in the shade Nude Cinnamon. Then going in with the Basic Creme de Rose tint in the shade Nude Cinnamon. going to use that to sort of be like a topper to everywhere I put that lip liner. On my Cupid's bow, the center of my upper lip, and my lower lip, as well as to extend out the sides and a little on the center, and just making sure I concentrate that on the center of my lips. To top everything off, using Lancome's Lip Idol Juicy Treat in this shade Idol Nude. I love using this as a topper. It has like a really lovely gloss, and it's not too much pigment to where it gives me a nice pink gloss without being overly pink. Even with my hair like this, it still looks pretty cute, but I'm going to fluff out my hair, and I'll wear it back. So this is the look completed. Oh my god, it is so adorable. Like, I thought it was going to be really cute, especially with the hair, but it like completely exceeded my expectations of cuteness. It's so adorable. Look at it. Oh my goodness. I think the eyes are really complimentary. I think the eyes are really complimentary. I love the lashes. Like, I can't believe I almost left them out because they just make the eyes like really pop. And I love this lip combo. I don't tend to do like a more minimally tinted lip, but the lip tint plus this gloss is so pretty. Let me know what you guys think down below of this look. Like, it's just so fresh and adorable. I'm really happy I recreated one of her looks. Like, with the curly hair, it's just like so much more, like there's like an extra layer of adorableness on me, and I just think it just turned out so cute. Remember, please leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about anything in this look. If there's a product that I use that you really love, remember that I do link every product that I use down below in my description, so you can go down there and check anything out. Again, I really hope you enjoyed this look. Please make sure you subscribe to my page and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified when I upload next. And there is also a link to all of my other social media, so if there is a platform that you want to follow me, please go down there and check it out. Like, I do post a lot of like transition videos onto TikTok, so if you want to see me like being cute and like lip syncing, please go to TikTok to check those out. Again, I really hope you enjoyed this look. I think it looks so cute, so I'm going to go ahead and cue that cute little montage.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, seen it right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings.